間の暗闇に
Irving Man.
キラリと光る光の目
Irving Man.
安らぎ
And now for something completely different.
北沢隕石研究所は白蛇山の山中にあった。
ひどい霧だな。やばいぞこりゃ。しょうがねえな。これとまろうぜ。よし、そうしようぜ。
Nobody's home except a pretty young woman. She says she's here alone and hence not inclined to let them in.
おい、早くしろ。兄貴、あそこ。お嬢さん。何もそう怖がることはねえぜ。ねえ、仲良くしましょうよ。そういうこと。
She's going to teach you that no means no, gentlemen. I hope they're talking to their deities when they yell for help, because that's about the only one who's going to hear them, and that's who they'll be meeting next. The girl changes back, and now she has 3 bodies to deal with. Now she doesn't. That's a treacherous curve, so nobody's asking too many questions about 3 guys who missed it in the fog.
この地獄にヘビ女の涙を見た。
I think we just met the snake woman. She really is quite attractive, except for the whole snake thing. The Yamashiro family is having breakfast. Takuya was reading the paper, but Takuji reminded him that it's bad for his digestion. I wonder if that's his gentle way of saying it's rude.
それにしても最近白蛇山一帯で妙な事件が多いわね。この前もハイカーが2人蒸発したでしょ。
うん、そういえばそうだな。
はい。お父さんの観測日誌に気になることが書いてあったわ。
父さんが気になること？
More precisely, it concerns her in light of the weird things that have been happening up there.
白蛇山に落下した隕石を北沢博士と共同で発掘する。しかしかなり強度の放射能反応があり、人体への害の有無を調べるまで再び埋める。
We learned last time that their father was searching for buried meteorites. He believed they hold the keys to a lot of scientific mysteries. They found one and left it there, but a later entry says someone stole it. All that's left is a photo.
何者かに持ち去られた。
お父さんが殺される1ヶ月前のことよ。
最近起こった一連の事件とこの消失した隕石との間には何か関連が。
私北沢博士を訪ねてみようと思うの。
行くのか、白蛇山へ。
うん。島子さんにも会いたいし。
She and Shimako go way back if they did everything together.
こんにちは。こんにちは。島子さん。どうぞ。どうしたっていうの？もう夏よ。風邪気味なの私。
And Shinko's lifelong friend Shimako is the snake woman. She won't let Shinko open the curtains, and she's wearing a necklace that she's quite defensive about.
そのネックレス素敵ね。
もらい物よ。
あ、 この写真よく一緒に泳いだわね。
Shimako probably doesn't swim anymore because I doubt she's a water snake.
3カード残念でした。フルハウス。こうやってよく徹夜でやったわね。うちのお兄ちゃんも一緒に。
I've run into some bad breath, but apparently snake breath is worse. Shinko wakes up in the middle of the night to find she's alone. She goes in search of Shimako and hears sounds coming from the basement.
地下がこんな風になってるの。島子さん、どうしてこんなところに。島子さん。
I'm guessing Shimako is kind of like the Hulk. She can't help it. She changes into this snake demon whether she wants to or not. And we can bet that necklace has something to do with it.
夢か。シンコが蛇に噛まれる夢を。胸騒ぎがする。スパイダー感覚に感知ある。スパイダーマシン GP7!
With his spider sense guiding him, Spider-Man heads up the mountain.
また事故に見せかけろとのご命令だ。
Well, it worked with those 3 guys. It should work with Shinko. Or not. Shinko has an extra layer of protection that those other guys didn't. He loads her into GP7 and heads for a hospital.
ヘビ女、なんで逃がした？意識が戻る前に始末しろ。
嫌です。もう嫌です。
待て、ヘビ女。従え、従うんだ。
I was wrong about the necklace. I assumed it was some kind of talisman bound to the snake thing. It's a lot more mundane than that. It's a choke chain with pretties on it.
拓也はシンコが再び鉄十字団に襲われることを恐れて警察病院に入院させることにした。そしてその場所に関して一切秘密にしたのである。
He'll also be listening closely to his spider sense. There's not much else he can do right now.
拓也さん、重症なんでしょ、シンコさん。ついててあげなくていいの？
何？付き添いなんて必要ないってさ、お医者さんがね。何するんだよ。
まったく、お父さんが殺されて妹まで殺されそうになったのよ。オートバイなんかいじってる場合かしら。
鉄十字団のことはスパイダーマンに任せてたら。
何言ってるのよ。少しは男らしく戦ったらどうなのよ。
Shinko is unconscious in the police hospital under strict secrecy. What exactly does she want him to do?
何するんだ、汚ねえな。あ、島子さん。
シンコさんは。
I don't see how she can argue the Spider-Man point, considering he's also saved her careless little hiney more than once.
今、病院に。
お止めしなければよかった。私のことを心配してくれて、昨夜は泊まってくれたんです。
それで今朝一番で山を降りたところ、鉄十字団に襲われた。
申し訳ございません。本当に申し訳ございません。
そう気にしないで。島子さんのせいじゃありませんよ。
That tells us he didn't see who tried to send Shinko over the cliff. Here's something I don't get. Shinko is up to her armpits in this whole thing, whether she fully understands what's going on or not. Professor Monster said she knows their secret. I assume it has something to do with that meteorite, but beyond the current situation, we saw last time that they have their sights set on her. So she has a right to know why. It's time for Takuya to let her in on his secret. If she knows what's at stake and who's in her corner, she can handle this a lot better. Will it ever happen? Right now, your guess is as good as mine.
で、今どちらの病院に？
ご案内しましょう。
美人だな、島津さん。
何よ、デレデレしちゃって。
Shinko said they used to play poker with him, so he probably knew Shimako before he met Hitomi. Did they have something going? We can only speculate. But we do know one thing, Shimako didn't throw a dirty rag in his face. Professor Monster and the Amazoness are monitoring Shimako's progress, and they think it's a great irony that he's taking the assassin to her target.
山城慎吾さんですね。
はい。
今よくお休みになってるんですけど。
ああ、そうですか。
じゃあまたにします。元気になった頃に。
Even today, with all our electronic wonders and the age of instant information, it's still a good idea to call first.
北沢博士は何にも話してなかったですか？隕石のことです。消失した例の。
別に何にも。
ああ、そうですか。
やだ
オウムはまあまあだけどバックがいただけないね。
じゃあ今日バッチリ教えてね。
よし、覚悟しとけよ。
怖い
That triggers a flashback to her and Takuya playing tennis, and she fell and hurt her leg. I said we can only speculate about the two of them, but we've gotten a few hints. She suddenly becomes morose and runs away. He's realizing that this is a very different person than the one he knew. Take down a security guard and she has a clear path to her quarry. Does he know that's Shimako? Hard to tell, but he knew for sure that the snake woman, whoever she might be, would show up.
Spiderman は爬虫類であるヘビ女が寒さに弱いことを知っていた。それで冷凍液を用意しておいたのだ。
She gets away. Rather than try to track her right now, he'll check on Shinko in her actual room.
Shimako? そういえばこの病院を知っているのはひとみさんとしまこさん。
Was Hitomi angry enough with him to turn into a snake woman?
こんな真夏いたんろ。あの音地下から聞こえてくる。
He'll try to be a lot sneakier than Shinko was. It's too bad she can't crawl on the ceiling.
そうか。隕石のエネルギーを利用して宇宙長距離砲を作っていたのか。もしや北沢博士も働かされているのでは。
No such luck. He'll discover what's left of the professor in a cell nearby.
島子さんは
今度失敗したら死刑だよ。早く山城新子にとどめを。
その必要はない。
こいつの番。
地獄から来た男スパイダーマン。こんなところに地下要塞を作っていたとは。
地球は間もなく鉄十字団のものになるのだ。やれ。
Why do those guys always show up? Because we have these professional tumblers on contract, and by golly, we're gonna get our money's worth out of them.
飛んで火にいるなんとやら。ヘビ女、やれ。早くとどめを。何をしている。
I want to ask Spider-Man the same thing. Is he trying to use the Force?
何をするヘビ女。何を血迷った。
The person hosting this thing has decided she doesn't want to do this anymore.
ヘビ女、もしや君は。
許るな。
しまった。
拓也さん、私は死ななければならない。さようなら、拓也さん。
She knew. She knew he was Spider-Man. We'll never know how. There's one thing left that he has to do to honor her sacrifice.
あんなものに作動された。よし。バーベラよし、爆破してやる。
And that's that. No machine bim, no leopardon, a very different story. An old friend who fell into something bad but made the right choice in the end. The past 2 episodes have started developing Shinko as a character and drawing her into the conflict. That's okay, she has a superpower just like her brother, melting hearts. She's just such a kind, good person, it takes someone as warped as the Amazoness to dislike her. I mean what I said about Takuya telling her he's Spider-Man. She could be a great base command for him, like Tina for the Flash, Oracle for Batman, or Grimm's daughter for Sam Fisher. Should he tell Hitomi? I'm divided on that one. She could also be a valuable part of the team. Then again, she could just as easily get mad at him for not telling her sooner and hit him in the face with something a lot less pliable this time. He's going to want to think about this very carefully.
闇深く響く地獄の足音模様の下眠る父よ
But irony that he's taking the assassin to her target. Almost.